This is your girl Sunshine, and my guest tonight, if you don't already know, P.A.W.C.R.A.M. And yes, we starting off this way because as of midnight today, we both premiered Erotic Expressions for Valentine's Day. As you see, his is attitude adjustment. You see that parental advisory down there in the corner. And then mine, officially first ever EP ever dropped for my man Makes Beats. And it was a dope idea where I was like, yo, how about we do it like the best of both worlds, you know, from each perspective. So hollered at super producer Soul Rest, you know, he is dope at what he does. Y'all that tell me that y'all love the music that I use during my interviews, this is also one of his tracks called Sky Daddy. So I always rock out to this. It is always so peaceful. First and foremost, before we jump into it, because it is the Erotic Lovers Edition, forgive me for my absence. You know, life be lifing. You know, we just lost another matriarch. Shout out to Mama, aka Pamela Hallman. May she forever rest in peace. I know she's looking out for us. Okay, and we have Janaya. Peace, peace to you.
Janaya.
And hey, Drip, congratulations. So, definitely appreciate you tuning in. And again, you know, we always talk about how poetry is healing, you know, and part of that healing is making sure that you make time to recharge. So your girl was putting out a lot, especially returning after being out of work for 2 months for having surgery. So, you know, it's like, you know, I hit the ground running and I was doing a little too much and I had to like pull back in, center myself, you know, and to also deal with, you know, the different passings that we had just recently uh, experienced. So, you know, this last one, you know, all of them hit hard, you know what I'm saying? But this one, it was very, very hard, but she was loved. And her family gonna be all right because of who she was to them and what she instilled in her sons, especially. So, you know, it is Valentine's Day. Perfect segue. This brother has been doing this for ever. Okay. So he claimed the whole conversation was, oh, I get to drop on the same day with Shine, but yet I'm saying, yo, I get to drop the same day with Parker because again, this is my first EP. So, you know, ever. So, you know, this brother been doing it, you know, part of the Drip Collective, you know, shout out to them honey drippers. Um, you know, and that's how I actually met him. If y'all don't already know, uh, I was in one of the rooms on Sunday. I heard him. He broke down what his name meant, and I was like, "Yo, can I interview you?" He was already doing his thing on Blogspot Radio and you know on Clubhouse as well. And so like the interview was just so dope. And he just was like, "Yo, Shine, how do I get into doing the same thing?" So I said that to say this. So not only was I a fan that got to interview somebody that I liked in the poetry world, but also was able to be the conduit because now he is also a podcast here on Blast. Go ahead, introduce yourself, brother, and you know, plug your spot.
I am Paul Cram, the poet, aka the Drip of all trades. Mr. Proof a woman can raise a man. Um, as she was saying, I do have a podcast every Saturday because of her. I'll never she set that bridge for me. For me and my co-host Imuna J, it's called the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. Every Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This particular Saturday, we're having an erotic open mic, so tune in. But to speak on what you was just saying, sis, like, yeah, when I first heard you spit, like, I was instantly a fan, instantly a fan. And it was just so when it was brought to me that we were dropping on the same day, I was like, shit, yeah, like that's an honor to me. So I appreciate the accolades and the admiration that you give towards me, but I promise you, it goes right back to you tenfold, man. I love you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, being connected with y'all, my partners in rhyme over there on Clubhouse. Shout out to Malikia, Scott, Logan, Triple P. Um, I feel like I'm missing. Oh my gosh, Artie, and the two sisters. Look, I gotta go to the chat, and I feel so bad right now. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Devin, and I want to say, was it Melissa?
I think so.
But she
I
plays
want
it,
to be
she
wrong
spells it
either.
different. So yeah, shout outs to them. I've just been in the background of both things. I'm catching up on chats, catching up on a few things. So after this, there is Clubhouse, Partners in Rhymes, Liberal Rhymes, and there is a feature tonight. So if y'all got Clubhouse, definitely tune in if y'all still want some of that poetry fix. So uh okay, thank you, boo. That's my young sis right there. I can't wait to really meet her in person too and love on her. She is so dope. And I can't wait to get a chance to interview her again as well. So it is Valentine's Day. Me personally, I don't really believe in just focusing on one day because when you end it with somebody, it's every day. You know what I'm saying? It's you experience it, you live it. So we all know this is like a marketing tool. So whatever, some of us participate in it. It is what it is. But I feel real special this year. I was just sharing with bro, like it is when you have had to just keep focusing and keep pushing and keep prodding and keep jumping and going over hurdles, when you getting blows left and right, and you're not really focusing on who see you because you still got to do what you got to do, seen or unseen. You still got to keep it moving. You got to keep it pushing. And my Royals. I talk about my sons. They everything. So I always been so focused on just keep doing, pushing, pushing, pushing,
I
and it's
love
so
how
great.
you refer to your kids. I love that. I just don't have it in me to be that nice. I love how you refer to your royals, and you have royals. I have hump dumplings. Like it's different, man. It's like,
Well, one thing's for sure, we not on the bandwagon of F them kids. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they're my babies. Those my sons. They gonna be somebody's husbands one day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it is my charge. As the mother, we are the first teacher. We are God in their eyes until they are taught otherwise. You feel what I'm saying? So it's it's a responsibility that I really, really take wholeheartedly. I always say I could thank you for telling me I'm doing good, but I always feel like I can do more. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's always more. I could always show them more. I could always teach them something else. You know what I'm saying? I want them to know that it's infinite. Nothing is limitless. They watch me graduate, from college down here. So they see what it is. Like they get excited about that because they witnessed it. They was there. Like I was pregnant going through to get my EMT license and all of that stuff. And I made it out of that. You know what I'm saying? And they was there. So, those type of things. But yo, to be able to do all of those things and having to remind myself that this poetry thing, it still runs through me. So shout out to Malikia because she's a dope sister that I have uh grown to love as if we are blood sisters. Like I don't care, we need to shake a tree somewhere. I swear we connected somehow because she is so genuine. And she just was like, bitch, don't forget about what you love. You know what I'm saying? She said, you are all those things and this. So, Shouts out to her because that really pushed me. So when Danny was like, "Sean, when you want to drop this on blast? Like you don't have anything on blast yet." So I said, "Cool, why not?" So just real quick before we jump into it, I want to show you also because it was released midnight on DistroKid. So this is where you get to attitude adjustment, P.A.W.C.R.A.M. Look at it that way. It's also on Spotify, Apple Music, and iTunes. Uh, and this is what mine will look like as well. So, this is my first time for all of this. You know what I'm saying? So, this is dope. So, you said that you had an opening piece.
I definitely can pull something off the repertoire. To carry on the energy that we already gonna have going. So this piece is called it's called Amusement Park. One of my favorite things to do as a kid was to splash around in water puddles. I guess that explains why, as an adult, I have this obsession with splashing around in water puddles. You see, I remember the wonderful feeling the wetness gave me around my feet. But that feeling fails in comparison with the way your wetness feels around my meet me in the amusement park of ecstasy. So my tongue can spin like a merry-go-round on its journey to tilting your world. I see that you saw the passion in the extension of my jungle gym, so quite naturally, I'll allow you to climb up, just so you can slide down and drown me with your splash pad, soaking every part of my equipment without any fear of falling off. It's amazing how perfectly our pelvic region impersonate bumper cars while we ride a roller coaster of orgasms, completing this third loop that leads to a climatic drop, making our post pickup speed as we release the sensual gasp of satisfaction at the completion of a thrilling aquatic ride. Mm, how I love to splash around in water puddles. That's why I love being at the amusement park of ecstasy. And that's that drip.
Where is the horn? So, mm, water parks, huh?
Say it again.
Water parks, huh?
Love them. Love them. Like, I knew as a child that I was going to love everything wet. Like, I had to go outside in the rain and just play in the grass, and the grass was wet. I just had this feeling that I was gonna love wet stuff. And then
Wet
I,
stuff.
and then once I got to that very first time, I was like, you know what? This is great. But it was, man. But when I finally was able to taste wet, oh, I knew I was grown.
Okay. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. Oh wow. So, um, so is this like uh life imitating through art?
Yeah. So especially with my one thing about erotic, what I love so much about erotic is that with every other genre of poetry, you really don't have to go through it. Like you can watch the news and write a fire piece. You can see somebody else's situation and write a fire piece, but it's hard to fake desire. So I really love erotic because I get to use my imagination and just because of how I think, and people's okay with it without feeling like, oh, this dude here nasty. No, not nasty, just very, very detailed. You know,
Very, very
very,
detailed.
very detailed. I love it.
Those are the type of tricks you want your mind to play on you, huh?
Yes, Lord.
So, for those who don't know, how did you even get started into doing the erotic poetry?
True Sister out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Uh, True Sister and Southern Poet, both out of Shreveport, Louisiana. And when I first started performing poetry, this was like 2005. I knew nothing about what performing poetry was. I just wrote it and I wanted people to hear it because everybody else was letting people hear theirs. And she got on stage and she started talking in a different way. And it made me feel a certain way. And I didn't think that somebody's words can put an
Mm.
image in my mind to make me feel like I'm doing some shit that I'm not really doing at this moment, to the point where it had physical ramifications. Like if I would have stood up right then, everybody would have known that I have a very imagination. So I remember talking to her and telling her that I liked that type of poetry and things, that she took me under her wing, and it just
So
went from there. So the original Cashew Buster and Southern Poet, they both got me started with erotic poetry, and I love them both for that.
that's what's up. Little do they know they done unleashed the beast, though.
And I love it.
That's dope. That's dope. It's amazing how like the connections and just working and the people who challenge you and push you, and then it's just sometimes just being around the right people, having the right energy, the right company. You find yourself writing like, damn, where that come from? So some of y'all already be saying like, especially when we are on Clubhouse, they be like, oh, it was like, Sunshine, when did you write this one? And I was like, oh, I couldn't go to sleep one night, so I just decided to write this one this morning.
It be
And
like that.
yeah, or it's a time when you moving and grooving and you just chilling, kicking it, and then the fingers get the wanting to write or type on the phone, and then next thing you know, you just got a piece, and you be like, damn, did I just write that?
Those are the
So
best pieces when you impress yourself.
yeah,
Man,
yeah. So, like, to give a background of my man makes beats, right? It's literally exactly what it says, to be honest. So, you know how a lot of times we'll get writing prompts, or people will just write metaphorically, to describe a type of interaction or act.
mm,
So, what better than writing about comparing lovemaking to the art of creating a beat?
when I heard it and I saw how you put it together immediately, I was like, oh man, she's a fucking genius. Like that was because I would have never been able to put those two together, and you made it fit perfectly. Like I said, your pieces are amazing, but that particular piece right there, oh, that's some shit I need in my playlist. I need to play that at work.
Like, it was so dope because, like, shout out to Triple P, one of the partners around, my brother from over the way, over in Toronto. Um, that's his thing. Music is his thing. So when he first heard, he said, Sunshine, he said, yo, that's so dope. He said, you related the whole thing to making a whole track. Like, how did you, like, and I don't, and to be honest, I don't know how. It wasn't a prompt that anybody gave me. That's the thing. Just one day, it was just like,
I call those bedroom inspirations. Like it was one of them nights where y'all had one of them nights. Yeah, those are called bedroom inspirations.
mm, um, well, they say, if you do, that energy that is now has been transferred, you're supposed to do something productive with it. So if that's really how it came about, then I did something productive with
Did
it.
some productive. You did, and I thank you for it.
Now, I want to, let's see, how about let's just break real quick.
Okay.
Let me do my peoples, the ads that I normally do. Let me go to them real quick. And then we're going to do the artist spotlight. And then we're going to come back because mine is just the track. We didn't get the visual done in enough time, but this brother got a visual to go with his.
Shout out
So
to Poetic Sadist, Dara Kalima.
indeed, indeed. And again, shout out to Soul Rest because he's just dope at what he does. Shout out to Blast, because we are family. And when I tell you this was definitely an honor and a privilege to work with my fam to make this come about. Because when I tell you they push and they support and they support, and that's dope. It ain't no beefing about nothing. It is all love. And a lot of people say that don't exist, but with us it does. So, you independent artists, you really want to get out there. I'm also doing a plug right now. I'm telling y'all, you get with Blast, get on the blastmusic247.com, get that freemium account. Go ahead, create your stage, get your stuff out there because now mine is going to be flowing right along with everybody else's. So, first up, always talking about health, wealth, and stuff. So, I got my brothers from Heavy Energy Soul Society with that live alkaline water. Then I'm going to go into my big bro, Rule Jacobs. Shout out to him because if you go to his website for fresh clothing, go fresh yourself. They are having a sale right now. So, y'all need to run on over there and check him out. And then following that, we're going to have our ad for Canaleaf. And then we're gonna come back so we can really unleash the rest of this beast over here. I'm gonna do a little something where he gonna get y'all ready.
Peace and love, family. Check it out. It's the We Are the Gold campaign. The We Are the Gold campaign is all about highlighting ourselves as the wealth, value, and solutions we've been looking for. We are the gold. Before it comes to the money, your health is the wealth. Tap into intentional lifestyle decisions, making sure you're putting living local foods, preferably, especially organic, into your well-being, your temple, And you already know you gotta couple that with the live alkaline water, the best hydration in the nation, natural alkaline spring water straight from the source, no artificial induced processing. And the other side of the We Are the Gold campaign is activating our economics, so tap into the We Are the Gold campaign. Get your $20 monthly subscription special at heavyenergyuniversity.com.
Okay, so I say health, wealth, stealth. Tell people get it how you live. So we also gotta help out the other side with Canaleaf.
Yeah.
Discover Canaleaf, your ultimate online dispensary, looking for premium cannabis products without leaving your home. Welcome to Canaleaf.net, your one-stop shop for all things cannabis. They have a huge selection, and you could explore a diverse range of strains and edibles with just a few clicks. They got it all. Exclusive offer for those who are subscribers to Blast Music 24/7. All you got to do is go to Blast Music 24/7, like and subscribe, and then run over to canelite.net and you put in that 15% discount code at every purchase, blast. 15. That's BLAST 15. Shop online. It's quick and easy and convenient. Just visit canopleaf.net to browse their selection and place your order in minutes. Why wait? Elevate your experience with Canopleaf today. You can find them on Instagram and Snapchat at Canopleaf_FL. And yes, the FL stands for Florida because that's just where the connection is. um, and before we go into it, I definitely want to share our artist spotlight for the night. This is my dude, Yamasani. I love this brother. I love his wife. Y'all heard me on my shows in the past. Follow him on Blast on YouTube. Get with him because that brother is righteous. But this is for the culture.
Okay, girl, get it together. I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
Who's a Jew and who's not? That seems to be the new topic. But I'd rather talk about who profits from violence on them singles you copping. Man-made holidays commonly deceive you in shopping. We in such pain, we seek out naproxen. Try to switch to PEA and doctors treat it like it's treason to stop it. Big Pharma feeling the karma. It's the season of logic and we waking up, clean the house, mentally steaming the carpet. This the reconstruction era, breathing the carcass. Read me the charges. Kyrie retweets an image and they're seizing his dollars. Stephen A says I'm loving this and he even hollers restrict or punishment. Oh, and Shaq, he's an accomplice. Saying Kyrie should be suspended. Me being honest, media egregiously takes brothers, even hermanas, and pins them up against one another to feed the piranhas. I mean that Kyrie stormed the Capitol with thieves and Obamas. I'm watching all this happen at the crib in my pajamas like
I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
Can I trouble you for a moment in time for us to huddle to? My people been through more ups and downs than the letter W. God, your people fell out of touch. We scared to summon you. We worship false idols that encourage us to be drug induced. The truth is hard to rebuttal, yay, so they muzzle you. Call you an unsolvable puzzle and they unpublish you. Try to make you earn approval with hurdles you jump into. But wait, make your decision like turtles, cause they can tug at you. But they know who you are, it's a power struggle and suppers do. Reclaim your seat at the table, pour you a cup or two. Take the largest portion of justice because they hunting you. Don't forget to finish that spinach dish in the supper stew. Leave the humble pot for the shot with the hitting colors too. Once you discover self with compass, you'll notice something new. They don't want you smarter cause all of it's meant to comfort you and keep you running in a virtual bubble that's puncture proof.
I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
Dear LeBron, some say you the GOAT. I think that label's a joke for any human, cause every human's the greatest that's woke. So I'm confused by the words that you chose to use in your quote. You don't respect it, Brian, who you protecting? To not support the truth that your brother spoke is pathetic. I guess stealing people's identities copacetic. You act as if Kyrie is a random user on Reddit that posted a random documentary to say he said it. But when in contrary, he's been mostly prophetic. Especially with that jab that you took, do you regret it? You know how many adverse reactions needed a medic? Your boy Kyrie's with the ancestors comedic. They burned our temples, took our Papria's paper to shred it. And you ain't say a word when they called him anti-Semitic. Brown with everything else, you're so versatile and eclectic. John Sally stood up for Kai, your boy Shay Shay ain't expected, but
I'ma stand by your side. If it's trouble, I'ma ride. Gotta do it for the culture. Unity should coincide. Gotta do it for the culture. I'ma stand by your side. Gotta do it for the culture.
That is so dope.
Yo, Yo, when I tell you, like, Beat knew what he was doing. You see this smile on my face, like that song does it for me, like all the time. Like Yamasani, when I say he is really big on mental health and giving positive energy. So when I tell you, he is definitely an artist you will want to get to know and follow and listen to his song. Him and his wife got this dope one where it's a clubhouse mix like that they do together, and she's a chiropractor, and it's just dope. Like y'all just gotta follow him. He's on YouTube, he's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, he's on Blast. Go on Blast, check him out, run them views up. So before we go to our pieces, I guess since you opened up, I guess I should respond. So
Glad you know that because I was sure getting ready to say, wait, before you go any further.
yeah, I already know. Lost and turned out is how I describe myself to be, not in life totally, but sexually. Indulging in the experience of climatic releases, sweat streaming down curves, becoming trapped within creases, pleasingly gentle and rough. Mm, I never get enough. Switching positions, dominating, then surprisingly submissive, tentative and dismissive. It's a mission. Bodies intertwined, each thrust commanding gasps and hiccups, but when he talks to me, he sends me off into another galaxy while staring in my eyes. Hey, beautiful, is all this wetness here for me? You know I'm going to make you come for me. Nodding slowly, not giving me a chance to reply the sensation of his breath on my ear. Bitch, you better. Automatic explosions of walking erotica all over the sheets, and him, he becomes the collector of my essence, basking within the sounds of each moan. He delectably growls. Mm, damn, I'll never get enough. Definitely an art I love to perform. Up and down on his pole, real slow, creating a lullaby to his soul while this pussy explodes the Milky Way, painting the walls like Rembrandt, like opening the fire hydrant on a hot summer day. His phallus exploring, long, stroking deep within my yoni's epicenter, sending chills through my body like winter, summoning colossals of moans and whimpers. Damn, daddy. Oh, right there. Oh, right there. Damn. I never get enough of you. He smiles. I hope you're not through and ready for part two. Slowly nodding yes, his tongue staring, starting from my breast to my ears, making sure that I hear that you better.
Shout out to the man known as Walking Erotica. That boy hit that bitch you better. Wee.
Yes, and shout out to the collector because we was in the room, and sometimes while you're in the rooms live, you get to something they say or do inspires you. So me and Malikia was having a conversation, and they had both just went, and then this is what happened.
That's
But
dope, man.
it's definitely
Oh, shucks, look at her. Man, the glow that's on your face. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, you are really living your name right now. Like, you have such a happy, happy glow, man. I'm so happy for you.
thank you, thank you, thank you, man. When I tell you that shit felt great, it is amazing. What she say? Amazing. Jilly from Philly. So, how did you come about with attitude adjustment?
Mm. Well, talking to a friend of mine. She opened my eyes to a different world. Like I did some research on some things that she actually made me look up and made me study, and I took this test and found out what kind of person I am, and it was like, so being in a position with attitude adjustment is actually would be something different for me, to actually be that, like shut up, like that walking erotica that bitch you better, like that's a different area to me. But doing my research and talking to this young lady, man, she opened my eyes to something that I realized, you know what?
That's in you too.
That's really in me. Like, really in me, so attitude adjustment came from that, it's my imagination through those conversations that produced that.
Oh, I like it. So again, we know Soul Rest Music was in charge of the production, right?
Man, Soul Rest Music is in charge of my entire EP. Like he's D-Ray is I don't know another word better than genius. Like the dude is incredible. What's up, Carla? And the dude is incredible, man. And like the way we connected.
Oh, Carla, you just in time. I ain't even played it yet.
The way we connected, it was kind of random. I became part of Blast, and right around that time he had a tragedy in his family. And I just reached out to him, and I reached out to him because of the person was prior military. So regardless if I knew them or not, that's my brother.
That's right.
So I gotta check on you because of who he was. And it's like from that moment we just clicked. And when I told him the dream that I had,
so
he
that's doing his thing. That's right, sis. That's right.
Hey, when I told him the dream I had, he didn't hesitate. He was just like, shit, let's get to work. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. And he started sending me tracks. And I was like, wait, this is for real. Like, this is really happening. And
he do some dope stuff. He'd be like, Sunshine, what you think about this one? I'm like, yo, that's fire. And I remember one I said, wait, can I have this one?
I swear, like, I'm quick for that. I hear it. And I'd be like, ooh, and I can already figure out a piece for it. I'm like, hey, man, who this for? And if he hit me with it's up for grabs. Yeah.
It's mine. It's all mine.
Yeah, he's amazing, man. So I thank him so much for allowing me to live my dream. And I told him, and I mean it from the depths of my soul, if something takes place where this blows up the way that I dream and hope for, he got to go with me. Like, I don't want nobody else. I don't want nobody else touching it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't want nobody else touching it.
I told him, I said, yes, my erotic stuff, you are it, brother.
You're it.
You.
Like, he made me listen to my piece, like listening to me, like, damn, I'm a smooth ass nigga. That's me.
Let somebody listen to it that didn't know that I did, like she heard I did poetry. So I said, okay, listen to this. She said, that's not you. Wait, it's you, but that ain't you. I said, no, that's me. It's just not the me that you know, right? She said,
me that you know.
So let's go with attitude adjustment.
I love it when you have a low attitude. Arms folded across your chest, lip poked out in a pouty fashion, showing me your bratty side, but all I can see is a subliminal request to be pinned against the wall with my hand around your throat, watching that part change into a lip-biting grin. Staring at you with smoldering intensity. I'll pull you away from the wall so our lips can create a tunnel where our tongues can play. I can taste the change in your attitude as I unwrap my fingers from your throat to grab your hair gently, yet with full authority exposing your neck. And with vampire-like excitement, I feed on your essence through silky smooth skin, draining all feelings of disobedience. Our now new bodies touch as your back rests on my chest. One hand caressing your breast, the other travels the trail of happiness until your sweet pool of ecstasy is addressed. My fingers swim in your oasis. You reach back slowly, stroke and rub an olakan across your cakes, grabbing for my locks as you inhale that pleasurable sound of desire. Unhand me. Get in the bed on all fours. Now arch. Spread your knees apart. Yeah. Just like that. Perfect position to enjoy an appetizer before diving deep into your soul. With my tongue, I brand my name across your yoni, claiming ownership of every drop produced from the fruit that has become part of my daily diet, quenching my local thirst as you release your soul. We're not done. Put that arch back and it's like I had it. That's a good girl. Hands gripped on your ass, lifting slightly, sliding slow skilled strokes that summons a sea of sensuality, soaked in my shaft with sweet satisfaction as I dig deeper to unlock Pandora's box. Continuously pushing that I love you daddy button into the moment Olakan blesses you, covering your soul with I love you more. I love it when you have that little attitude, because I love the way I get to adjust.
Ooh, I wish that we can have the comments like on audio. Janaya just said, I need help. That is so funny. Look, Carla, okay. Okay. What I tell you, this is serious, ain't it? Serious. This brother is fire. I told y'all. So it is definitely an honor to be sharing the best of both worlds Lovers Edition for Blast. Okay. She said, hold up now. So y'all can see. Carla said, uh-oh, grabs the fan. I told her she gonna need the whole AC unit. Janaya said she needs some help. And then Carla said, okay. And then she said, I need an attitude adjustment. Look what you done did. Look what you done did, bro. She said, let me call somebody. And see, like, you know, like you were saying, being in that space and getting exposed to words that get you there. Like, not everybody is into poetry. Not everybody is into all kinds of poetry. And like I always like to express, a lot of people say, oh, that erotic poetry, you got to know which level of this to participate in. Because just like everything, boo boo, it's levels to this shit, okay?
Man.
Just like this, like, and this is grown talk now, just like there's all levels of sex, there's levels to that. Some people go to the extreme. So art imitates life. So you will have those poems that, or those spoken word pieces that will reflect whatever level they are on. All I would say is please do your research when going to these events, because I wouldn't put a bad mouth on someone's event because I went not knowing to the extent of how the show goes. Okay. So if it's an erotic event and they tell you that there's live modeling, just know that it might be some nudity. Just know that they might have some BDSM exhibits or things of that nature going on. Please do your research, because it takes away from the actual words that the people are speaking when they're spitting their pieces. You know, these are some dynamic poets. When I say they are dynamic. Like I tell everybody they are magnanimous. Yes, it's levels, okay? And I never want to take from anyone that way. And because of being an artist, I can still go to somewhere and give an honest critique, even if it's not my cup of tea. Like for example, one poet was shocked. He said, "You know a lot of white songs." Seriously. And a lot of white people rock with you. And I was trying to figure out where this was going. And I said, okay, what's the problem? I said, well, remember, I grew up in Jersey, first of all. I said, so, like we were all around each other and then everybody just went to their areas. You hung around with who you hung around with. You was cool with who you was cool with. And, it was like that. Yeah, we went through the same things. Like I already told the story about when I was 10. It's the first time I was ever called nigger. You know what I'm saying? To my face. So it happened up north as well. You know what I'm saying? But it was just that, in the 80s, I'm an 80s baby. What did we have? The Breakfast Club and all of that. That they done phased out black cinema, that black exploitation movies, so we really didn't have much of our own until Spike Lee and, started doing things and Do the Right Thing and School Days, that was my era coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was like, but what does that have to do with my poetry? He said, and I say that because I notice that no matter what extreme that it is, you take it in and you find a way to connect to it. I mean, it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not a good song, if you're a songwriter, you can still find a way to connect with the writer. You know what I'm saying? It's like when people want me to listen to their music, they really look for my honest opinion because they know I listen to it differently. Mm-hmm. The first time I listen to it, I might not hear the track, and I like somehow, depending on which my brain want to cut off, it'll either cut the lyrics off and let me listen to the track first, and then I play it again, and then listen to the lyrics by itself. You know what I'm saying? And then I play it for the third time, and then I hear everything together. You know what I'm saying? So, and I do everything like that, and it just automatically cuts on, just like listening to you and other poets, like listening to y'all spit your pieces. You talk about imagination. Man. Sometimes it may trigger a flashback, and sometimes it creates something like, oh, I gotta try that.
That's why I love my pen. Like that's why this the pen in general. It's so many things you can do with it. Like at that moment, as far as poetry goes, that's the only time where I feel like that manipulation is not a bad thing. Like I can take a piece and change your whole mindset about whatever you're thinking about. Like your whole attitude can change. I can manipulate all your emotions just because I decided to get high one day, sit down and write because I have a passion for this. So I absolutely love being a poet. Like I love being a poet.
Indeed, so do I. It's definitely a dope release, and it felt so good because I haven't spit a piece since December.
Wow,
it's been that long.
Man, how did it feel?
It felt good. Like it felt like, okay, yeah, that was missing.
It's party.
It was like, yeah, because I did the show after my cousin passed away, and then I didn't do another show after that. Like I thought I was ready and I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So, So I don't have a visual for. This is just the demo that I believe this is pretty much the finished portion of it. Shout out to super producer D-Ray. He got took ill today. So, we was definitely wanting him to be on here so y'all could also see who we're talking about and give him his flowers. That's why we keep referencing him so much. So, we're going to keep that brother lifted with positive energy and how they say supernatural healing. So this is what it was labeled as, the demo too. But don't forget, you could go check us both out on DistroKid. But Here is My Man Makes Beats.
Soul stirring, gets you up out your seat, kind of beat. But this one right here, this one right here, this one right here is that get you head in the bed type beat.
Baby, my man makes beats. Baby, my man makes beats. He's my atmosphere changer, my vinyl protection against all danger. His vibe compelling as he sets the tempo. Sensations erupt within like a raving disco. He maintains my internal staccato, sequencing drum patterns, creating a bass line so rhythmic I can't keep up nor track of time. Sade's Is It a Crime? Banging like the sound system's 808s, reminding me here, with him, it's always safe. Have no fear. Baby, my man makes beats. Baby, my man makes beats. He produces notes from me effortlessly, building stanzas harmoniously, chord progressions, expelling history's transgressions, accenting samples of encounters. Back seat of my Jeep, let's swing an ep, stretching limbs identically like extensions, revitalizing damaged chemistry. Mastering his mic, my flow becomes the water. His structure arranges soul moaning melodies I never heard of to be in rotation for centuries. Baby, my man makes beats. Baby, my man makes beats. Stays on my mind, overgrind. Stays on my mind, overgrind.
Yes, that head rocking, soul stirring.
Yes.
Man. I mean, produce notes from what, man? Man.
Miss Taj B, peace, queen. Thank you so much. I love her. She's dope. I had the opportunity to interview her, and that interview was so powerful. And then that's when, boom, everything just started hitting me back to back. But her interview and just us talking leading up to the show, like that was also one of the things that keep me reminded. So I appreciate you, sis, for tuning in, and I believe in giving people their flowers while they can smell them and hear them. So I wanted to make sure that I said that to you. And here go Carla. Phew! I can hear her. I can hear her. Phew!
Shout out to the super producer in your house.
Super producer in my house.
We salute you, brother.
Oh gosh.
Shit.
Well, see, I love my family, yo. When I tell you the fam, we laugh, we joke, we we lift each other up, we wipe each other's tears, you know what I'm saying? And it's just really dope being part of Blast. And I just really appreciate Blast for like really, really supporting me through all my ups and downs, and then also still with my vision, you know, even though I was gone for a minute, your girl is back. And I'm back like I ain't never left. You know what I'm saying? So, we still are interviewing the dopest poets. If you definitely want your opportunity to be interviewed and to be on Blast, contact me. That's the Cash App down the bottom. You feel me? We got to keep this train rolling. If you want an opportunity to promote your business, you can reach me. Instagram, Facebook, Queen Shine on Instagram, and that's spelled QUEEN8HINE. Okay, different. You know what I'm saying? Just like you see it here, and on Facebook, I am Sunshine Cromwell, spelled the same way, but they won't let me use the eight, so it's spelled the regular way. Yeah. And then my writer's page is Sunshine, spelled this way, Vibrations on Facebook as well. So I know you probably got some more. I know you got some more. I mean, I think I got some more. Um, I do have the one poem I recently wrote that I have never spit, and that's the one that I shared with y'all
Oh yeah.
when we was talking about the premiere. So I believe it's only natural and only right, since we both dropped our EPs today at midnight. Distro Kid, Attitude Adjustment, My Man Makes Beats. It's also where else? Spotify,
I,
Apple Music,
I
and iTunes. I'm a Droid user, so those that got iPhones, you can't say that you can't access this, especially it's on Spotify and it's on DistroKid. Run that app, and also follow Soul Rest Music. You know what I'm saying? Is it Soul Rest Music LLC, right?
mhm.
Follow him on all social media platforms. Get at him because these tracks that y'all heard tonight came from that brother. Okay. Um, so whatever you would like to take this, because see, I had to, not like I'm trying to one up you, but you bust the doors open wide open the water park. So I had to come back with bitch you better. But see,
Mhm.
now I know you about to push the envelope. So yeah, I definitely gotta get myself ready on this side of the ring.
All right. I don't even think I have a title for this yet, but I
Oh,
like.
see, and those be the ones that ain't got no title. Those be the ones. Hold your seats, cross your legs, ladies. You know, get you some water, get the fan, AC unit, and some towels.
Come here. You have been a very, very bad girl. And being in the position that I'm in, I cannot allow your transgressions to go unpunished. Shh. This is not the part where you part your lips. Explanation and excuses are not needed. In fact, the only words that should escape from your mouth is yes, daddy. All praise is to Olakan. Ah, I asked you not to speak. Now I'm telling you not to open your mouth again without instructions for you to do so. See, I understand that you are accustomed to being in a position of dominance, but today you submit to me. Now remove the armor that guards your temple and assume the position of consequences so I can restrain your limbs to my spreader bar, creating a perfectly arched edible arrangement that is already glistening with praise from the sexual deity. But before we go into full worship, we must collect tithes and offerings in the form of punishment because, like I said, you have been a very, very bad girl. Where should we start? with fingers gripped in your hair, pulling your head back slightly and lightly roll my tongue across your neck and shoulder, sensually biting in between licks down your spine to the top of your perfectly arched ass right before giving it a firm, say my name. The elevation in your anxiety increases my level of arousal as I reach for the French feather tickler and begin your torture. Slowly stroking the inside of your thigh, passionately passing across the altar of your temple, then up the perfectly arched heel of your geography, paying special attention to the middle of your spine, so naturally you pay attention to the middle of that spine, making that slight jerk in fear genuine as I bite the nape of your neck. I am the newly crowned king of kinky. You brought this beast out of me, but now it's you that must be tamed. Rapid, repetitive lashes across your ass send signals to your throat to sound the passion-filled alarm, warning of the flood that just broke your sexual levees. Body shaking from anticipation of the tsunami that is soon to follow. Your essence dripping from your body, signifying that it is time for worship. Hands grip firmly on your hips as Olakan shows his pleasure for your altar, leaving no spot untouched. Your walls begin to tremble and splash harder in your waters. Permission to come, Daddy, is what you ask. Permission granted. Open the door to your floodgate and release the praise all over me. You have been a very, very bad girl, but you are so good at accepting my punishment. Drip.
What the hell you mean drip?
I'm drip of all trade.
That is more than drip. You are welcome, sis. Look. Taj B said she hit you up a couple of weeks ago too, and then she said you better stop. And I could just see Carla's face. Oh. Okay, so was this us? Was this a prompt? Was this something you just was freestyling because you was already on the ism, or
It was a prompt. It
was
was
this one
actually
of the honey dripper drunk prompts?
it was more like I can't confirm or deny. All I
That
can
means
say,
it was. Shout out the King Drip. Hi.
but yeah, it was basically I was told to write. This is part of the like what I can get into this. Like when you said BDSM earlier, I started smiling because I never thought that those letters would make me blush. Like I like that.
So, and everybody that is part of the Honey Drippers Collective, you go through a process to be a member. This is not something that you could just say, I'm a part of. You got to put in that work. I only have an honorary name because I was asked to perform at one of their most recent reunions. She said,
Not
Tasha said,
nasty. I'm detailed.
she said, nasty. Oh, see, I like that. I ain't nasty. I'm
Nasty. I'm
detailed.
detailed.
That's that leave no stone unturned.
Oh yeah.
That's wait, that's him. That's him. No stone
Super
unturned.
producer.
That's it. So I don't know if you know how sometimes when you're not using visuals, use the audio and stuff like that. And so you just tell people, oh yeah, I am tall, I'm this, I'm that. And then when people actually see you in person, they're like, oh my God. So I'm not a giant, okay? I'm not tall, but yes, I'm tall. I'm not short. But I was called, well, I am called by the Drip Collective. My honorary name is Coke Bottle Goddess. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm a thick girl though. You feel what I'm saying? So but they all collectively agreed and said yes. So whenever you see them on the show or they pop in the comments and you see Coke Bottle Goddess, yes, they are Yeah, he when he reaches out to me about something, he's like, okay, Coke Bottle got us. What's going on here today? He's like, when
Shout
the next
out
time you put
King
in the group,
Rip.
when you gonna be back on Clubhouse? So, but I will one day go through the process. So these pieces that I'm doing are pretty much my workout, my me getting ready for tryouts. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to be able to make sure that I still got it as sharp because I know how those y'all are on time constraints. Y'all are, and then sometimes like the freestyle shit like that, like, you know what I'm saying? But my brain is so split so that when I'm even while creating poems, I'm still thinking about what I got to do for my royals. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not like an ADHD thing. It's just that my brain done got used to doing two and three things at once. So as I'm coming up with a poem, I also got what I got to do for the rest of the day, what I'm about to cook, what they about to do tomorrow, stuff like that. And I want to stop that so that I can really, really go through that because that is a dope collective. I loved being part of that celebration. I love performing with them. I love hearing the stuff. It is amazing what the sapiosexual mind can create with a pen and paper. I just want to say I am glad that I was there. I am glad to be considered part of the number. So, I am very humble. I don't claim to be more than what I am. Like, but like you say and other people, y'all, I appreciate y'all letting me know that, no, your pen is mighty just like ours. It's just that it ain't just because you don't do it all the time. It's just that when we call on you to do it, boom, you do it. So I guess, I could take that. I still feel like I'm a baby in this compared to y'all. Oh yeah, the last time you was on here, so you got to do it again for the folks that's watching and that's going to do the replay because they're going to be like, you had him back on there again and you didn't have him say that. Folks like to hear what come out of them Louisiana brothers' mouths. You know how you just say it a certain way.
What's good, baby?
So y'all can't get at me and say that I forgot, okay? Because oh my God, that first interview with you, they was like, yo, oh, it is just something about that baby. Like I swear, you have my friends talking for like 2 weeks. Every time they was like, yo, you spoke to baby again. I was like, if you don't get off my phone. And I've been trying to tell them, come on to Clubhouse. You get to hear him and a lot more others that sound like him. Like it's a whole bunch of different voices and accents. We be from all over in them rooms. So I guess here we go. Anytime, any place, I don't care who's around. You say start with your face. So as I straddle your chin, that first lick, I can feel my pussy starting to grin. Both hands on my cheeks as I start to leak slowly, grinding my essence, leaving streaks, grasping my hips while I'm flipping and sliding all over your face. It's like a hurricane. Orgasms from mundane got me screaming your name. Ooh, right there, daddy. As my body goes crazy, visions of galaxies come into play. My Milky Way engulfs your face. Damn, daddy, did you even say grace? Minutes feeling like hours and hours upon hours of pleasure. He devours me like he's searching for treasure. I can no longer measure time and space. His linguistic magic is possessing the way he loves, the way I taste. I'll definitely catch a case. He's got me so in a trance that I know I got me a winner because he won the race anytime, any place. I was designed for his face.
You was designed like a thigh mask. Like that's just oh shit. Oh, that's so.
Carl
Ooh-wee.
said linguistic magic is magical. Yes, ma'am, it is. Magically delicious too.
For his face. What you know? What if that's what I need. I need someone who's designed to just want to just sit there like a master for real. I just walk around the house all day. I ain't got to do nothing. Just all day. Just man. I'll,
He said,
I'll
just man.
I'll wash dishes for that because I don't wash dishes. I'll wash dishes for that. I
He said, I don't wash dishes.
don't wash dishes. I'll cook if you
He
wash.
washed dishes, just not those kind of dishes.
No, I no. You right about that. 'Cause I lick my plate.
Yeah, this was so dope. And that was the first time I spit that one.
That was dope, man. That was
Like when I'm telling you, like literally when I wrote it, I never read it after I wrote it. So that was the first time I spit it ever. I just wrote it and I sent it to Malikia. I sent it to Logan. I sent it to Triple P, and then that was it. I didn't go back to it.
and neither one of them told you nothing about getting on it.
No,
I'm
I
gonna get
mean,
on
yeah, they
them.
did, but I'm just saying, like, I never.
I'm scared of
That was just
Malikia though. I ain't gonna get on her. I get on arrows, but I ain't. I don't fuck with Malikia like that.
yeah, Lady Mazel
She
Tov. When I tell you, she is a
played
beast, and she
Molotov.
is
Here, no joke.
also a sister on Blast. She is on Tuesday night Sanctuary Experience. When I tell you, y'all definitely need to follow these podcasts on Blast. You need to follow Blast. We have a dope collection of folks, and just like this one right here, my sugar, she is Carla Simpson, comedian, actress extraordinaire. I mean, she does it all. She is multifaceted. She is the winner. Do you feel
She's
me? She
fine.
has Crazy Carla concoctions on Thursday nights on Blast as well. So, we are a big family and we are a collection of folks that loves on each other, and we bring positive energy and we support each other. And when I tell you this as an independent artist, this is a dope collective to be a part of, for real, for real. So with that being said, my brother, is there anything else that you would like to share or say to the people before we get on up out of here? Because it is Valentine's Day, and I know some folks might want to go on and get a little crazy, so I don't want to hold the viewers up anymore.
Just want to say thanks to everybody for coming out, man. Like I appreciate the love. Thank you for bringing me on the show. Thank you for allowing me to drop with you. like I
No, thank you. Thank you for making space for me.
But man, it's all love. I love being part of the Blast fam, man. So y'all check me out tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. We got an erotic open mic, and we got a few people that's already lined up that's ready to make things zip.
Now, I shall not confirm or deny, but if I do not jump in, y'all just might be a soundtrack for a sister.
Bet that up.
Those that caught it, and those that didn't catch up.
You'll get it later.
So tell the people how they can find you. What's the next up and coming project you got dropping? I really think we definitely are. I think right now we should, because I wanted to do this with Soul Rest being here, but this was an idea, right?
Hmm.
So they did a mix, Blast did a mix, and they did Erotic versus Sex. Valentine's Day, as we mentioned, we both dropped on DistroKid today, earlier, midnight, and this is how you can find us. But we might be doing the best of both worlds. You know, we got our own separate things and we might work on some things together. So Gonna go ahead and put it out there right now. That yes, I am down. Yes, I am willing to do it. Let's
I'm with it.
go.
I'm
Let's
with it.
get this done. So this is just the beginning because this is 2025. This is the ninth year. This is the born year. So this is where all things that have been planned and built and destroyed are now supposed to be birthed. So guess what? I'm doing some birthing this year. So I hope that the rest of y'all are taking this year and really, really are going to, how they say, hanker down and do the things that you said you was going to do. If you already got everything done, now is to put it in action. This is the year. We're not waiting no more. This is time for everything to come to fruition. And thank you, Suge. She said congratulations. And thank you for checking in, Brandy. And when I tell you, it has been a pleasure being part of Blast. Like I said, y'all can find me on Instagram, Queen Shine. That's QUEEN8HINE. And you can find me on TikTok too. I almost forgot Shine Marley. That's my page on TikTok since we got TikTok back. I never deleted it. So I never knew it was gone until everybody was saying that it was back. So hit me up again. You want to be on the show, you can hit me up on any of those platforms. If you want to be on his show, hit him up on his platforms. And we're going to make this thing happen. All right. With
Ew.
that said, any more shout outs? Any last things? Any last wishes for folks tonight for Valentine's Day?
Don't blame no babies on us, but have fun.
Don't blame the babies on us. Yeah,
Blame the babies on us.
just look. You can blame the babies on us. Just don't try to come after us for child support. That's just what we
God,
ask.
don't, yeah, yeah. Mm-mm.
Because we ain't got no money on for you.
You'll be doing that shit for practice.
And so, for those of you that are still wanting some poetry, run on over to Clubhouse, join Lyrical Vibes, Partners in Rhyme, and tune in. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Shine is back. Guess who's the Zach? And I will be bringing you some more of the dopest poets that I have come across that I am a fan of. And we're going to keep this rolling. And for those that is celebrating Lovers Night, do what you must do. Just make sure you're doing it who you are true with. Peace.
All right, I'm out of here.